it's good to be here tonight, and thank you, Millie, for
Não tem bala porque eu não quero matar
I'm
ninguém.
Sakirat, Okewole. I know we're already moving faster than time, so I will try and rush my presentation, but I will still try that you understand everything. I'm a personal growth coach, helping entrepreneurs, whether startup or aspiring, say you're in a job and you want to start a business. I help you start with the right mindset so that you can grow and sustain the business. Individuals and team as well, I help them with knowing themselves more, as Marcia has also said, in terms of self-awareness, and I help them also work on themselves more in terms of self-mastery. So two things: when you know yourself more through self-awareness, you will know what to do and what to master with self-mastery. Okay, please. So I welcome everyone again. About me, the vision was, it started when I was running multiple business, my personal business, family business, and I burnt out. At that point, I didn't realize it wasn't all about money. I thought, you have to make money. I grew up from a family of mama, my business owner, my father, a business owner, my grannies, business owners. So I've grown up in a home with, raising and nurturing business. So all that was on my head was money and money and money. And my belief system is the only way you can make money is business. Therefore, any opportunity for business, I just, grasp it. And, my husband's business, my family business, my home. I had 3 businesses at a time. Well, they were doing well. Money was coming in, but I burnt out. Ended up in the psychiatric home. Yes, I suffered anxiety, depression, became suicidal. Why? Because I would see family members trying to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. I got insomniac, and I wanted to kill myself. Like, sleep could be really easy for me. I would jump on the bed and I would sleep, but now it's really difficult. I became frustrated. So I said to myself, this is the end. I was going to kill myself. It was bad that, at the point where I was insomniac, my doctor gave me medication to sleep, but I wouldn't want to use it. I'm like, I'll be natural. I won't use that medication. And every night for about 3 months, my husband and I would sleep on the couch, and he would hug me like this. He doesn't want me to go out of his arm because he knows that I could, there was chances of self-harm. Then I ended up in a psychiatric home where I was diagnosed for general anxiety disorder. Since my diagnosis, at least I have a name to what was wrong with me at the end. So having found out, I started to research more about what that meant and learned more about depression, learned more about mental health, registered myself for counseling school, and I also went for full self-awareness to know who am I, what do I really want, how can I live holistic, live a balanced life without burning out. Then the things that I found was the reason I started a better me. So I closed up all of my business, family business pulled out, personal businesses pulled out of everything, and focused on the number one thing that matters to me the most, which is a better me, where I help people really work on their mindset, be self-aware of who they are, and master themselves for who they really are. And that's my mission in my company, to help people become conscious in a distracted world. The world is really distracted. Like Marcia said, everyone wants to have money. We want to have a luxury car, luxury home. Then forgetting that ourselves, we matter first. And once we find ourselves, we can create anything that we want. So, thank you. So now, tonight I'm talking about how to build that global business. And I'm talking from the experience that I've garnered from being a business owner for over a decade. And I really want you to take this very seriously, because once you're sure about your personal growth, when you work on your personal growth, you don't need to chase so many businesses. With one business, you can diversify and be all right and really feel grounded and be balanced. Very important, live a balanced life. My 3 big words tonight would be that whatever you want, be hungry for it. Otherwise, you could wake up in the morning and just not have the zeal to follow it up. But when you're hungry for it, the drive naturally comes. Secondly, you need to keep envisioning what business you want to create. You need to keep seeing it, because imagine that we're in this room, it's all dark, we can't see because we don't have that vision. And I'm talking about external vision now. Because it's dark, we can't see ourselves and we're struggling. Maybe I would fall on Millie, or I would fall on, we're struggling to see. But the moment the light comes on, then we can see again. And then we have clarity. and then we can follow through because we can see. So you really need to envision yourself. So the more that you can see the business that you want to create, the more that you have that vision for that business, then you can begin to follow that business on the right path. The third one, very importantly, we all need to commit to growth and picking up a growth mindset where, you don't want to give up. You know that this is what you want to do, but you don't want to give up and keep learning. It comes easily when you make the decision to commit to growth. So 4 pillars tonight, I will really rush it. First of all is the business mindset. This is where everything lies. For you to have a clear vision for the business and to commit to growth, this is where it all lies. Why do I want to be an entrepreneur? Why not be a lawyer? Or why not be an artist and sing? Why? Because I got clearer about who I am and what my strengths are. If I'm good and creative, I shouldn't be, doing any other thing. From my strength, I would really know what I want to do, and I can envision myself and start growing that business. Another thing about business mindset that I really want us to also think about is there's some 3 C's that I want us to also think about. Getting clarity before you start a business. Don't just go and start a business because you have some money saved somewhere and you just feel it'll be nice to start selling costumes. It will be good for you to go and speak to people who can help you develop the right mindset for your ideas. Because so many times ideas are popping on our mind per second. Over 60,000 thoughts per second comes to our mind. And that means ideas are overflowing in us. We are creators, because we are spirit, which then means we are creators. We have a part of God in us. That means those ideas can really be misleading. And the way that you want to get that clarity is don't go alone. Speak to people who can, help you put together this mindset, these ideas with the right mindset, and you can start growing that business. Secondly is the branding, and talking about business branding. But please don't even start investing on branding except you've gotten the first pillar right. When you want to build a house, you wouldn't mount the ceiling before the foundation, which means get your foundations right and build on it. Don't just, don't miss a step, because you will come back to it and it could be really messy. So 3 parts of business branding: your person, the business itself, and the product. The person is your persona. Body, mind, soul, and spirit. You need to become that person that can attract into that business. Whether you want to attract money, you want to attract the right people, the right team, the right product, you want to manifest an answer to people's problem, you need to become that person so that that business can thrive. We're talking about building a global business or a sustainable business. I like to term it sustainable because a lot of people start and cannot carry on with the business. So it's about sustainability. The second thing about business branding will be the business logo, the landing pages, the general things. And the third one is the products. What solution does your product offer? You need to have that definition. Anyone can create anything, but if you really want to be unique and you want to be sustainable, have that definition of what your product really delivers to the audience. So brand that product in terms of the name, the description, and the right target audience. So you really want to put that into the product. So less advertisement. If I buy a product from Millie and it does well with me, she doesn't need to do so much advert, because I can scream on top of the wall, oh, this is what has happened with what I bought from her. The product will naturally sell itself because the branding has been incorporated into that product. Next one. The third one will be business strategies. And these are the 5 important things on the strategies, your offer, which of course is still about the product. The offer, when you're curating the product, whether even when you offer services, you can sell them as products, so that when you're not there, systems are in place. People can go on the website and say, oh, I want to speak to the lawyer and these are my problems. Oh, it looks like this is what I need to hire for. People can pick when you're not there. They don't even have to talk to you, which then means you can systemize easily once your offers are really defined. Messaging, very importantly. If you're selling to people, know your audience and speak to them in the right message, with the right messaging. You cannot be advertising or speaking to somebody. For instance, you're speaking to a man and you're saying, oh, I've got this skirt. It's beautiful. Men naturally would not wear skirts. Usually they would wear trousers. So give the right message for the right product. The third one, recognize your audience so you are in the right room at the right time and you don't need to waste your energy. The fourth one is the customer journey. When you're planning your business strategy, Plan such that if I buy from you once, I can come back and buy from you again for another reason. And that's where expansion comes. So if you buy from me, I promise you, if you bought from me last month and you bought from me a month, in fact, a month is too much. If you bought from me last week and you buy from me a week later, you're buying differently. Maybe the same product, but if you come for my one-on-one, because I'm constantly upgrading myself, I'm constantly reflecting daily, weekly, monthly, and I'm not just archiving it in my head. I'm penning it down. What do I need to change? Who do I need to speak to? That's the strategies we need to take up as business owners. We shouldn't be contented with ourselves alone. We should work with people, talk with people, and the more you do that, you have vast idea to really upsell your customers, right? The next one will be advertisement. Don't even bother having a budget for advertisement if you don't have all 4 things correctly, because it will be like a waste of the money. If your offer is not selling and you're just advertising, people will buy, but then you could get reviews that will bring down all of your hard work. So ensure that all the 4 are in place, then advertisement and then launch. And the 4th part of it is business marketing. Yeah. If there is no marketing, there's no business. I mean, I'm here today because I know that if I speak to people, I'm probably going to attract the right clients and I can sell. This is marketing as well. So marketing is really important. Put some budget into business. And if you start, you don't have budget for marketing, you can start organically. And then as you move ahead, then you can put some budget into business marketing. So this is the recap of everything that I've said about. If you want to take a screenshot.
Business website.
Go ahead.
Then maybe schedule.
To recap on what you said, Shakira, this is how I actually started my business. I started helping my family and my friends close to me getting to the property ladder, and everything has been word of mouth. It's just been a year that we really started on marketing. So after 8 years in the business, most of my clients are still word of mouth.
Organic marketing.
So
and you can be sure that you can
they
take
buy a
them on
house
a journey.
then another one comes and another one comes. It's been 8 years. So
Shall we quickly
it's
proceed?
very much that really.
Okay, a testimonial from some lady that I've helped before to start a business. She was still in a 9-to-5 job. She's still in the 9-to-5 job now, but now she started a business of boxing. And in the second month with us as a client, we were able to help her start making money from her business. Next, please. This method is the growth method for you to develop the right mindset for your business. And I'll quickly run through it. First, be defined about the vision. I already said in the beginning. Once the vision is defined, you can then break down into goals. Okay, this is what I want to do. I want to start real estate. So if I start real estate, I need to speak to Millie. I need to do this. I need to do that. You have to have your goals written down. This is where we get it all wrong. We just think, oh, I should do this, I should do that. And that's why we get stressed as entrepreneurs. By the time we organize our timing, organize our writing, we will be able to do so much in such a short space of time. So goals, very important. We need to be penning it down. Of course, there are methods to creating goals. The SMART method is specific, make it measurable so that you can track your success. If you said you were going to achieve 10 clients in 3 months, that's measurable, because at the end of 3 months, you can then look at how many clients came on board. That's measurable, that's specific. A child can understand it to say, oh, I want 10 clients. A child understands it has to be simple, understandable, and achievable. It has to be relevant to what you're doing. You cannot say, oh, I want to build a whole house in 24 hours. It could be possible maybe with machine, but conventionally, it could be tough. So be realistic when you're also setting all the goals. The second one will be your reality. Be true to yourself. Is this the right business for me? Or am I just trying to fit in so that I can, have some money saved and I just want to go in there and start something? Be sure of your present reality. Be true to yourself. And then you can envision a new reality, because when you know where you are, you can then plan a journey to where you want to go. So acknowledge where you are in terms of, who am I? Can I run this business? Can I do it? Who would I need? Be true to yourself. Don't jump into it. Don't get started when you're not yet there to start, right? So and then you can envision a new reality. There is always, when I'm traveling and I'm on board, and I look at the clouds, sometimes pull a lake of water on the floor, and I'm like, oh, this is abundance. That's the way that I envision reality. Like, this is abundance. This is my reality. This is what I want to say. So you can envision your reality with that abundance mindset. Even if you don't have a business yet, you can start thinking about that. Okay, so how is the opportunities which you can find or create? Now you might be thinking, what are opportunities? How do we find them? being in this room is an opportunity for me. And if I didn't speak to her, that Millie, I would want to, do this, it wouldn't have happened. I asked and I received. So you must keep finding opportunities. You must keep asking. You must keep speaking up. There's a verse in the Holy Book, whether the Quran, the Bible, that when you ask, you're going to receive. But you ask not, you get not. So make a decision to keep asking, and you can keep receiving. Obstacles, acknowledge your obstacles. Oh, maybe this is what, like when I speak in my English in the house, my children will really say, Mom, that's not the right pronunciation, this and that. But it was eating me, but because I have this confidence in myself, like no one can judge me, I would show to them, it's okay. But when I'm all by myself, I'll go and look at what can I do better. So it could be some obstacles. I've been in rooms before where maybe accent, people would just not understand. I mean, when I just moved into the UK and I'm talking to people who say, sorry, come again, I was frustrated. It was an obstacle at that time because it started to dim my confidence. I wanted to start talking the way they would understand and I wanted to fit in. But then a normal me would want to go back to status quo, like I need to be authentic in this business. So when I remind myself of that, I then ask, what can I change? And I begin to, go to the rooms, listen to people speak the way that they speak, and so that I can begin to hear better. So acknowledge where you need to develop and go for that. The next one is who you become. On the journey of success or business or even in relationship or any of the 12 areas of your life, it's about who you become. Your mind is equal your skill. Your mind is, of course, everything that you want to do is about them. It's from the mind. I thought about it that I wanted to come into this room from my mind, and I came. He thought about it. Oh, it'd be nice to assist me, and he sat right there. To do that, it all comes from the mind. So the mind can create anything. Ensure that you're focusing the mind on positive things always, because the way you condition the mind determines what you'll be attracting into that business, the circumstances, the events that you'll be attracting into your life anyway. So the mind is very powerful. Circle who do you have around you. I always say things about business. It's not about what you know. It's about who you also know. Mm-hmm. That would say, Shakira is really good at this. You should speak to her. Otherwise, what you might just know that within yourself, within your home, within your comfort, but you've not made people know it. You didn't talk to people about it. You didn't network. You didn't go outside of your comfort zone. You really need to create a great circle. People who can, build your confidence, and people who can criticize you. But when they're criticizing you, they're doing it to build your confidence, not people who talk you down. You don't want to be around those people. So you need to be able to identify that, and also skill up. Skill. Don't. You need to keep updating yourself. Don't use the same crap, the same method you've used years back. You need to keep updating if you really want to scale that business and you want to stay in business for long. Time management. When I started using calendar, 3 years ago, I started using calendar for everything. Though when I started, it was really stringent. My husband would say, "Oh, you even put calendar for us to make love now." I'm like, "No, I don't do that. It can't be like that." I acknowledge that there was a time in my life where I was, because I wanted to master this skill. But when it got better, it would be difficult. As for anything we do, it's always difficult in the beginning because we're coming out of comfort zone. But once you get used to it, it becomes easy. So you can download Google Calendar, Trello, Asana. Those are great calendars that you can use to fit in your time. And once you can organize your time, you would be amazed with what you can do in a day. A lot of things that you can do in a day. And the last one, this is where our success lies. It's in our habits. You need to keep changing the habits that are not serving you. You wake up late, wake up early. And now don't rush yourself, because people want to have like instant results. If you wish to wake up at 5, but you wake up at 7 normally, don't try to start waking up at 5. You can start waking up at 6:30. For a month, 21 days, you get used to it. Then 6 o'clock. Another 21 days or the next month, 5:30. Then like that till you get to your target. You see, when you start to want to leap immediately from where you are to where you want to be, you could trip, you could fall. It's not always easy. You could lose hope, and you never really change that habit you want to change. So baby steps. It happens in baby steps. The habits. One of the habits that I also want you to look at is daily reflection. Daily reflection is really good. You're able to say, what did I do wrong today? What can I do better? Those 2 questions, please keep asking yourself every day about that. And finally, one habit that I also want you to take on is gratitude. because the more that you can be grateful, the more that you can attract more good things in you. So I teach about habits as well. This is one of the testimonials I had. Next, please. And yeah, when I started to work on myself, do the real work, I started to produce, even from this one business, I started to produce different products, conferences, my workbook, my, boot camps and all that. And I'm fulfilled. It's not about having the 5 businesses that I used to have. It's about having fulfillment, balance, and creating more happiness for myself, which I also do for my clients, to help them find their talents, their gifts. Maybe you want to write a book, or you want to start that business, or you want to sing that song. If it came to you as an idea, it means you can grow it. So don't give up on yourself. Next. That's the recap. If you want to take a screenshot of the growth method that I use and that I teach. Okay, next. And this is where I am now. The vision is clear for me, and I'm on the journey to sustain my business and also help others to do less. Next. So I would like you to do this task, maybe now or when you're all by yourself. Write down where you are in all 12 areas of your life. I don't know if you know that you have 12 areas of life, but of course we have 12 areas of life. Our quality of life, our life vision, our intellectual life, our parenting life, if you're already a parent, your social life, your emotional life, business, personal, spiritual, health. If anything is missing in any of the 12 areas of life, that's where unfulfillment happens in our life. You just keep like, something is missing, something is missing. You have that feeling in your life. But when you get it right, you won't have that feeling again. Yes, I don't have that feeling again since I had an organized way of working on all areas of my life. Secondly, write down your ideal business reality. Where do you want to be? Say in the next 6 months, 1 year, 10 years, write it down as if it has already happened, with that belief that it has already happened. And the third one is to, write down what you want, what you need to create your reality. List it. Maybe I need to go for a course. I need to speak to somebody. I need to be more disciplined. I need to do this, internally the things you need to do, and also externally the things you need to do. And then start taking action. Maybe 1 action a day, once a week, once a month. Don't push yourself too hard, but make sure that you are taking actions. Okay, a special gift for anyone tonight. If you want to have a free call with me, normally it's 30 minutes, but I'm happy to give you a 1 hour free call to help you start your business or speak to me in terms of self-awareness and self-mastery. I don't know who that will be, but Millie will pass me the winner. I don't know how you
Okay, so I think if you want to talk to
this is my journey. If you want to talk to me, I don't know if I put that in my.
I think you all have my number, right? Or the business number, so get in touch with us.
I don't know if anyone has any questions.
You don't have any Instagram?
Any question? This is my Instagram, this is my website.
That's okay, good.
abettermecoaching.com, website, Instagram.
Sakirat, your coaching sessions.
Yeah.
How long have you been?
Instagram.
3 months,
I have a
6
free
months, 12
if you
months?
want.
So I have 3
You
months
have
coaching
what?
session.
Man.
And I also
Why
have
just ask me?
a course, self-study course. If you cannot come to commit to that 3 months, you can study that course yourself. I also have that course already recorded.
Any more questions? Thank you, guys.